It's a great honor to be here for this year's finalists. My name is James. I'm the co-director for the NUS Master of Science in Business Analytics program. With me is Hill. He's our alumni. He's going to share his alumni experience. So the NUS MSBA program actually is the #1 master program in business analytics in Asia, right? And also ranked number 11 in the world globally. So the program is hosted by the NUS Business Analytics Center, right? Which is collaboration between the NUS Business School and School of Computing, right? And we also work very closely with over 100 internship partners to provide the world-class education and also the career opportunity to our students, right? So for the NUS MSBA student, in order to graduate from this program, they have to be excellent in both of the academic curriculum and also the industry practice, right? For the curriculum, actually, we cover a wide spectrum curriculum in the OR, analytics, and AI area. And then in terms of the industry practice, we provide a lot of opportunity to our students in terms of like a weekly analytics seminar, annual innovation challenge, and also the capstone project, and many other opportunities, etc. I will give more detail later on, right? So as a top global program, so NUS MSBA program have a 3 key differentiator, right? The first key differentiator is our strong partnership, right? Like what I mentioned, we work with over 100 industry partners very closely. We sign MOU and the long-term partnership with many of these industry companies, right? So that we are able to provide a very unique, right, industry-oriented learning experience to our students. And we are the very few programs actually guarantee 100%, right, the capstone internship placement for our students through the long-term collaboration with our industry partner. And the second key differentiator is our interdisciplinary training, right? Because from the day one, this program is collaborated between the NUS Business School and School of Computing, right? And so we also work very closely with our industry experts, right, partners, to keep updating the curriculum, right, to ensure we provide like a good like interdisciplinary training to our students, right? So that we are able to nurture, right, the data-savvy business leaders in the OR, analytics, and AI area, right? And the third key differentiator is our strong alumni network, because as an education program, we truly believe, right, the biggest asset for the program is our students and alumni, right? So every year, we have a regular events to bring the alumni to come back to the campus to interact with our students. And also we have like a course and certification program for alumni to come back to get free, etc. Right? So right now we have 954 alumni graduate from this program in the past 12 years, right, from 30 different countries and nationalities, right? So the NUS MSBA program is a very selective program. Every year we take in about top 10% of applicants, right? And that for our students, many of them, they have a working experience, right? And we also take in some fresh graduate, but most of the fresh graduate, they need to be the first class from their bachelor program, right? And so in terms of the interdisciplinary curriculum, right, we really bring the academy and industry to work very closely to train our students in 3 major capabilities, right? The first one is the OR and analytics modeling skill, right? Which is how to transform the business requirement into some mathematical model and find the right skill to solve it, right? And the second area is in the IT technology part, right? Because we don't want our students just build a model. We want our students, they are able to transform the model to a solution and deploy the solution in the industry to make a real impact, right? And the third key area is the industry domain knowledge, which including like some soft skill in the leadership communication. Of course, more importantly, they have to understand the industry business pain point and the different kind of industry use case, right, to make the business impact, right? And so for the student, in order to graduate from this program, they have to finish like a 44 module credit. We have one very important course, it's called Business Analytics Capstone course. So this is 1-year course, and within this course, actually, we have a very interesting industry-ready pipeline we invented to prepare our students better for the industry. Later, I give more detail, right? And the student, we have 5 essential courses. Every student have to take these 5 essential courses, including like operation research and analytics, analytics in management economic, right? And also the foundation business analytics, and data management, data warehousing, and advanced analytics and machine learning, right? So this is core. Every student have to take it. We also have like over 20 plus elective courses in the 5 different verticals, right? And including like finance and the risk analytics vertical, consumer analytics vertical, big data analytics vertical, healthcare analytics vertical, and also the advanced statistical modeling vertical, right? And so we have a very good support from the industry and academy, right? And many of our lecturers, they are the world-class researchers and the practitioners, right, in the OR, MS, analytics, AI area, right? So many of them actually, they are the informed they are the like Info Fellow and IEEE Fellow or ACM Fellow, etc. So we have both of the part-time student and the full-time student. Around 70% are full-time student, 30% are part-time student. Right? And so basically, the key mission, right, the key purpose for the NUS MSBA program is to bridge the gap between industry and academia, right, and to train the world-class practitioners in the OR, analytics, and AI area, right? So this is well aligned with the objective of this, UPS George D. Smith Prize Award, right? So in order to achieve this, actually, we have two very interesting innovation: industry-ready pipeline and the industry partnership framework, right? Let's take a look at the industry-ready pipeline first. So this is, like what I mentioned, is the backbone of the business analytics capstone course, right? It's a one-year training, and so there's 4 key components within this industry-ready pipeline. The first one is this weekly analytics seminar and the company visit, right? So every week, actually, we'll invite industry experts to come to the school to spend like 2-3 hours with students, or we bring the student to visit the company, right? To have a seminar with them, etc. So during this weekly seminar, basically, the industry experts, right, they will share what is the latest trend, right, in analytics and AI or OR in the industry sector they are currently working on, and what are the interesting projects they are currently doing, and what are the future opportunities for our students, etc. Right? And so this is a fantastic education platform, but more importantly, this is also a good platform, excellent platform for our students to build up the personal network with these industry experts, right? Because many of these experts potentially could be like a future employer of the student, right? As what we know, actually, the personal network in the industry is very important for the future career success, right? Because many of these leaders, they are very prominent in the industry, right? Including like SAP Global CEO, IBM CTOs, right? Accenture Senior MDs, etc. Right? And the second key component of this industry-ready pipeline is the industry-oriented lecture, right? So this is like a workshop type of lecture happen every week, right? So we are focused on some emerging industry technologies, right? For example, in the past 2 years, right, we have a Gen AI, large language model, explainable AI, and the blockchain, right? And this content will be updated constantly, right? And this is because university, right? We all know university actually sometimes it's very hard for them to come out timely, regular course, right? To cover some of the emerging technology, because university you have the approval process, it takes some time to come out a regular course, right? So that's why through this industry-oriented lecture, we are able to equip our students with a strong foundation knowledge, right? And also the hands-on practical skills in these emerging technology areas. This is very helpful for them in the job hunting in the market, right? And the last component in this, the third component in this industry-ready pipeline is the Industry Analytics Innovation Challenge. This actually is the annual event every year we organize from January to April. And the objective of this innovation challenge basically is to provide a platform, right, with the real work set up for our MSBA students. They are able to sharpen their analytics skill while they are still studying at the NUS campus, right? So every year we will pick one industry partner, right? So based on our industry partners, their business pain point and the business challenge to define the problem statement. And the students, they work as a different team, spend about 3 months to develop a proof of concept solution for this problem statement. And then, industry partners, they provide attractive price. But this is not the most important thing. The most important thing is through this 3 months innovation challenge, right? Our students, they are able to build a personal network and learn from these industry experts. Because for every team, right, we have an industry mentor to mentor them through 3 months to build a proof of concept solution for the real world problem statement, right? And of course, our industry partner, they also provide a good publicity opportunity to our students. They will invite like media to interview our students, also invite a newspaper to come to write article about the student winning team. And from the university perspective, we also leverage on the university social medias and channels to help our students to get more publicity, right? Because again, this is a very important thing to put on the CV to build their profile, right? So in the past 10 years, actually, we worked with many industry partners in the innovation challenge in the different interesting area, right? So the last component in this industry-ready pipeline, which is the industry capstone internship project. This is the last mile for our students in the MSBA journey, right? So the students, they will spend about like 4 or 5 months full-time to work in our industry partner's office, right? Our industry partner usually don't treat them as intern. They will treat them as a regular staff, right? Because remember, These internship partners, they are our long-term partner, right? They would treat the student as their employee staff, right? They put a real-world problem for them to solve, and then, of course, they will expect the business impact from the student, right? So in the past 12 years, basically, we complete over 900, right, successful capstone projects with over 100 industry partners, right? And so many of these projects in the end actually deployed in the industry and made a business impact, right? So based on our recent survey, basically the collective business value, right, generated from all these collaboration capstone projects is over 300 million Singapore dollar, which is above like 224 million US dollar, right? That is quite significant, right? And we get a very good support from industry partner, even during the very challenging period, right? If you remember, during the COVID time, many universities, you face a challenge to get an internship opportunity from the industry partner, right? Because company, they have other priority to take care, right? But for us, actually, we didn't face this problem because all these industry partners, they are our long-term partner. They put us as a priority. So even during the COVID pandemic periods, right, we still achieve 100% successful capstone placement, right? Yeah. So in the end of the capstone project, actually, we organized this very interesting, a very important event, Business Analytics Center Symposium, right? And unlike the US Student Symposium, you put it in the campus, actually, we organized this event in a very prominent, the most prominent place in Singapore, right? The Marina Bay Sands Convention Center. Of course, the cost is not cheap, but we get a very good sponsorship from our industry partners so that we can have this event in this prominent place, right? And so basically, right now, the BACS, right, is become a very famous and important event among the BA and the AI communities in Singapore and the region, right? Because one of the key objectives of this BACS is to forge the lasting connection between the industry and academia, right? Of course, during this BACS, we also recognize our students' effort, right, in their capstone project because this is for them to showcase their capstone project, right? And we have an industry community with around like 20 industry experts to select like 5 outstanding capstone project award, right, from over 100 projects every year, right? Yeah. So basically, you can see through this industry-ready pilot training for our student is very ready for the industry, right? So actually, based on some feedback from our industry partners, right, they feel our student is much more mature compared to other program students. When they step out from the NUS MSBA program, they can immediately make impact in the industry. They don't need another like 2-3 months to orientation and to ramp up to understand the business things, etc. So we bring all this training in advance, right? So that the student, they are able to make impact immediately after they step out from the campus, right? So the other innovation we have provided the industry-oriented training to our students is this industry partnership framework, right? So of course, the foundation of this industry partnership framework is our strong the communities with over 100 industry partners, right? And we're also very lucky to have a very strong industry advisory board, right? And many of them, they are very prominent leaders in the different industry, different company, right? They really give us a lot of good advice, right? How to provide keep updating the curriculum, the content, the training, provide the world-class training to a student and a career opportunity to a student. Right? Yeah. And the objective of this industry partnership framework, basically, we are trying to build a win-win partnership with our industry partner. Right? In one side, this is an excellent talent training platform from the university perspective, right? Because we have so many interesting industry experience learning component there, right? And on the other side, right, actually it's also very important to our industry partner, right? So this is a platform to help them to build their talent pipeline in the OR and analytics area, right? In fact, a lot of our industry partner, after the capstone project, they hire our students. So if you, for example, like a DBS Bank, Johnson & Johnson, and Shopee and other companies, actually, if you visit there, a lot of their members working in the analytics and OR teams is graduated from our program, right? Because we have long-term collaboration. And so after capstone project, they hire the student, right? So we work with our industry partner in the different areas. So just now I already shared about the Analytics Innovation Challenge, the capstone internship project. So we also work with industry partner in this dry R&D project, right? So basically, the dry R&D project is focused on some core innovation with our industry partner, right? So we target to some projects which cannot be solved within 4 or 5 months full-time during a capstone project. So you need some serious research component to come in. Probably this will become 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, R&D project, etc. So in the past 5 years, we get a good support from industry partner, right? So we receive about $4.6 million from industry partner for this dry R&D project, right? Of course, we do the publication in the top journal and the conference for through this project. But more importantly, actually, we would like to have a successful, spin-off startups from this dry R&D project, through harvesting the research asset. In fact, we have quite a number of the successful startups from this initiative. How we define the dry R&D project topic? Actually, we have an interesting project pilot also. We're starting from the Analytics Innovation Challenge. Remember, we have this annual Analytics Innovation Challenge open to all the universities in Singapore, so the many students to try this competition. Of course, MSBA students is compulsory for them to try, So that, based on the industry business pain point offered by our industry partners, so we have quickly within 3 months have a lot of innovative proof of concept solution within 3 months. That if you feel like the winning team solution is worth to do further development to deploy in the industry to make impact, that we can have continue to have the capstone, full-time capstone project, to do another 4 or 5 months of full-time development to deploy the solution industry, So after this, let's say we feel, there's some like a serious research component need to resolve, that we will probably start the discussion with our industry partner to start the dry R&D project discussion, etc. So the other area we work with our industry partner basically is this industry scholarship program, because we are a very selective program. So a lot of industry partners would like to lock down our students early, so they provide an attractive scholarship to our students. So in the past few years, we received about 1.5 million, the scholarship from our industry partners, And then, of course, the student, if they receive the scholarship, probably they have to work in the company after they graduate for 1 or 2 years, It's a good opportunity for students also. The other collaboration area with our industry partner is this industry certification program, In fact, we started this certification program from recently, 3 years ago. This is because actually we received some feedback from our alumni, They mentioned actually some of the certification from the tech company, especially like Microsoft, Google, Amazon, could be quite helpful for them, if they're doing the job search on the market, So that's why we start to work with this industry partner and get very good support from Microsoft or Google, like Alibaba, Huawei, to provide these certification workshop and program, for students. Actually, we also open to alumni. They can come back to get this certification for free, So based on the survey, actually, a lot of students, they are happy with this certification program. And so basically, you can see through this industry-related pipeline and partnership framework, we provide a holistic training to our students. Now I have a short video from our students and industry partners, to share this industry collaboration.
With over 100 partner companies, our students get unparalleled industry-oriented learning experience. And our weekly industry seminars, I must tell you, they are a treasure trove. Industry captains come together to share the latest industry knowledge and trends. Also, they pose challenges for our students. For example, there is our yearly innovation challenge, which is a collaboration between the NUS Business Analytics Center and the top industry players. This challenge inspires our students to innovate and tackle real-life business problems head-on. Additionally, we host the Business Analytics Center Symposium, which is an annual event that unites industry leaders, students, alumni, and faculty, all sharing a profound interest in business analytics and artificial intelligence. Beyond that, the BACS serves as the pinnacle of our MSBA students' journey. It is where they proudly present their capstone projects, which is a testament to their year-long effort in collaboration with industrial players to solve genuine business problems.
I particularly admire how NUS structured the collaboration between the university, the industry, and create the opportunity
our
for the
BACS
student to
event.
partner with the industry under the supervision of the university.
The program has continued to upgrade its curriculum to factor in a lot of advances that have happened in this space. Industry is looking for people in this space, and you guys always have full placements.
NUS MSBA isn't just a program. It is where top-tier rankings, industry relevance, and global recognition converge.
Yeah, through this holistic industry training, our students perform very well in a lot of industry competition and academic competition. Like for example, they are the winner for the NCS Analytics Innovation Challenge, right? They are also the winner for the recent AI Chip Laser Innovation Award organized by Google. There's over like 80 teams from different companies and universities trying this competition, right? And so overall, we are also the #1 team in the Chengdu AT FinTech Global Competition. So every year, the Chengdu government, they invite like 8 to 10, right? The top university to come to Chengdu for this global fintech competition, right? So we are the first prize in 2018 and 2020, and the second prize in 2019 and 2023. So overall, actually, we are the #1 team in this competition, right? And other students, actually, they also win like a Huawei Tech for City competition, right? And other like a Content Black AI international case study organized by McKinsey, right? And also like a PSA Innovation Challenge and the Microsoft Azure Virtual Hackathon, etc., right? And unfortunately, Singapore is too far from here, right? So that is, and now it's also exam periods in the NUS, so I cannot bring the students, but they have some recording to share their experience at the MSBA program. Right?
Hi, I'm Kang Jie.
Hi, I am Shushmita Goswami.
My decision to join the NUS MSBA program was influenced by its outstanding reputation as the #1 business analytics program in Asia, as well as its multidisciplinary curriculum that blends intellectual rigor with hands-on applications. Another particularly appealing aspect of the program is its integration of operations research methodologies with advanced data analytics techniques.
One of the highlighted aspects of why I chose this program was due to the numerous and valuable capstone projects that this program offers.
The program offers a robust coverage of essential skills, such as data visualization, machine learning, and operations research methodologies.
This program offers a wide range of electives that we can choose, which really help in specializing in different domains of the industry.
Beyond the classroom learnings, NUS MSBA also offers weekly industry sharing seminars and fireside chats, allowing students to interact and network with industry partners. The mandatory capstone internship module at the end of the program also enables students to showcase their skills to potential employers in the future.
These events, they really help me to network with the industry professionals in a very personal way and to gain their insights in their respective domains.
The key highlight for me at NUS MSBA was the opportunity to represent the program in the FinTech 80 Chengdu Hackathon, a prestigious FinTech hackathon where we competed with global universities worldwide.
The NUS MSBA program has really equipped me with invaluable technical skills that will really stand the test of time in today's dynamic landscape.
I am confident in applying these skills in my organization and to pave the way for the road of analytics ahead.
From this video, you can see our students, they are very happy in the MSBA learning journey. Right? So for our alumni, because we provide like a very holistic industry training to our students, to our alumni, right? And also through the network they're building in the MSBA journey, so they perform very well in the industry, right? So based on the recent survey, right? So the mean salary with 16 months after graduate, right? So it's about like Singapore dollar 105,000, right? And considering the tuition fee is about 70,000 Singapore dollars, so this is a very good ROI for them, right? There's near to 85% of the alumni, they're able to find their job within less than 3 months, right, after they graduate. Actually, many of them, they secured a job before their graduation, right? There are like around 80% of the alumni actually they're working in Singapore after graduate. That is the purpose they come to join this program, part of the purpose also, because Singapore is the most advanced city in the world and very dynamic community, right? And also we have alumni working in other Asia countries in US here and Canada, right? And also the Europe and other countries, etc. Right? And so based on the recent survey, actually our students, they working in the different industry sector. There's around 23% of the alumni that work in the finance sector, right? And then 21% they work in tech sector, others working in the logistics consulting or government, right? So many of them, they work in the top companies in the world, right? For example, in banking, all the biggest banks actually is our employer, right? Including like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, right, and also like Goldman Sachs, DBS, etc. And the tech company, right, all the tech company actually is our employer, right, including Apple, Google, Meta, right, NVIDIA, Microsoft, right, Alibaba, Huawei, all these top companies, right. Logistic area, of course, the UPS is also our employer, right? Also like DHL, FedEx, and other logistic company, right? Consulting like McKinsey, like BCG, and all these top consulting companies is also our employers, basically, right? So the alumni, they are doing very well in industry as a different kind of role, right? Data scientist, product manager, business analytics, or project manager, or consultants, etc. Right? So although many of them, they may be still young compared to me, right? But a lot of them, they already become the prominent industry leaders, right? Including like a head for the data science in DBS, right? And the global vice president for the H2O AI, and also the head for data science in the Singapore Exchange, etc. Right? Alumni, they also receive a lot of work from the industry, right? Including recently, like Gong He, he's a startup, right? Finkerdance actually is from our Dry R&D project, right? Actually, they are the winner for this year's Best Technology Collaboration Award in the Singapore International Chamber of Commerce, right? And other alumni, they are like Winter Technology Rising Stars in Women, right? And outstanding young computing alumni. And some alumni, they are very prominent in the Kaggle community, right? Become like a triple like a Kaggle Grandmaster in the community, right? And other awards including Sahil, also doing very well in Johnson & Johnson, right? And that some alumni actually, they continue to work in academy, become a professor in the academy, right? Yeah. So overall, you can see our alumni, right? They are achieved very well in the industry, right? So now I would like to pass the stage to Sahil, right, for some sharing from his perspective.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sahil. I'm a data science manager at Johnson & Johnson, and I'm an alumni of the MSBA program. So let me start with a brief background about myself. So I graduated from the program back in 2016. So it's been a while. And I've been with J&J for last 7 years. In fact, I did my capstone program within MSBA with J&J. And after the program, I was offered a full-time role with J&J, and I've been with them since then. And currently, I'm working out of their US headquarters in New Jersey. I lead a team of data scientists, data engineers, and finance analysts. And I'm really responsible for advancing our AI and digital roadmap and capabilities within the finance function of J&J. So that was a brief background about myself. Next, let me talk about my MSBA experience. So I think looking back, MSBA program has really shaped my career journey in a big way, in a big and very positive way. So I'd like to highlight 3 areas which really stood out. I think the first one would be the MSBA, the capstone industry program. So the partnership which the school has with a number of different companies across different industry segments, it gives a lot of exposure and experience to the students to gain experience with the companies. And a lot of time, this leads to full-time roles with the same company. So it's a wonderful opportunity for the students. The second part I would like to highlight is the curriculum. So the MSBA program curriculum, I would say it's very forward-looking, very industry-centric, and it really equips you with the skill sets required to excel in this space, and especially with this very fast-changing environment. And the curriculum is also very interdisciplinary. You can customize your curriculum according to your background. There are different industry verticals as well. And last point I would say to highlight my MSBA experience, it's really a privilege to be part of such a supportive community, be it the professors or my peers from my batch. I'm still in touch with a lot of them, and these are really lifelong connections which you can count on. Let me just conclude by saying a few words about the J&J and MSBA partnership. So it's been a very long-standing partnership, I think over 12 years now, and we have around 10 alumni from MSBA program from different batches working in J&J. And the biggest benefit from J&J's standpoint is really to get access to such a strong talent pipeline, especially when J&J is investing a lot in the digital areas, and this talent pipeline is really critical to success of J&J. And we have collaborated in many other areas as well with the program. We have done joint innovation challenge together, and really I feel the partnership we have with the program will continue and reach new heights in future. With that, I'll conclude, and I'll hand it back to Professor Pang. Thank you.
Lastly, actually, we have a video, right, from other alumni, because they cannot come here. They, record a video to share the experience, right? Just a 2 minutes short video. Yeah.
progressing in my career, I do realize that knowing statistics is not enough. It is very important for you to connect the business insights into something that can really solve the real problems in the industry. So that's why I have decided to choose MSBA program, where it provided me a lot of application knowledge in business analytics.
Personally, I found the resources that I used here from the MSBA quite valuable. For example, I learned more about niche topics such as natural language processing, computer vision, and overall AI in general. Helped me progress through and provide additional skill set to my background as a data scientist. Through that, we won many different competitions here. For example, the SGTech, the Quantum Black competition, School of Computing Award, and many more through the help of NUS MSBA advisory and also faculty.
So through MSBA, I got experience machine learning, data warehousing, integer programming, and as well as the price discrimination through various courses. So apart from these courses, I find that my collaboration and communication skills are really improved. So I wonder what was it like for you, Stella?
For me, MSBA equipped me with data science knowledge, and it also widened my perspective and provide me with interesting experience from internship and hackathon as well. So I feel that MSBA helped, apart from the knowledge itself, to build the network of analytics folks that we can have in this field.
I hope you enjoyed the video, right? And so thanks to listen to us. And now we probably open for the questions. Yeah, thank you.